going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger. We are back at you again today with another Madden 17 tips video. Going to be going over another play that's going to help you score points in the red zone. Now, not too long ago, maybe a week or so ago, we dropped a play out of the tight formation in this Arizona Cardinals Offensive Playbook. A back of the end zone high point pass that got you crazy animations from throwing it up high to guys with really good spectacular catch. Now, I've been kind of working on some other plays, and I came across a couple more out of the same playbook, so it's nice to be able to mix other plays in with this one. If you continue to get red zone opportunities against maybe the same opponent in one game, you don't want to get stuck there because you can only run one play. So we got a second play that we're going to go over, and if you guys are interested, let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a third episode of this, because I have 1 to 2 other plays that we can run. So today's video is going to be for the split close formation out of shotgun. Again, we're working with Arizona Offensive Playbook, and we're primarily going to be looking for our inside receiver, which is right now we have Julio Jones here. So you want a guy with high catch in traffic and high spectacular catch in this slot. Most of the gameplay examples that you guys are going to see in a moment, I have Larry Fitzgerald in there from my MUT team. But it's the PAF slide play. We're just going to run it against random defense. And there's not too much. You don't really have to do this, but I feel like it works for me. So I like to block my running back because I don't want to run the play action. Then I like to motion my tight end over here, and you actually have to wait for him to get set. Then you want to set him on a streak like this. And when we hike the ball, we're going to be looking for Julio Jones. You're going to see Sanu's going to try to take a slant underneath him, and then Julio's going to be over the top. And we're going to, again, throw a high point bullet pass just as we did in the last video. And if you guys didn't watch that, go check it out. And I kind of drift to the left when I hike it with my quarterback just to try to buy some time in case there's edge heat on the side, and just to kind of make my opponent, if he's usering, think that I might be going over to that tight end that I motioned over. Kind of, you know, it just brings attention towards that side of the field when you motion him over. That's why I've done it. So you see, I just take a step back, then we're just going to throw that high point pass. I don't know how this is going to work out in practice mode, just because it's practice mode and weird things happen in practice mode, but that's why we do have some gameplay examples, real life in head-to-head games that you guys are going to see in a moment here. So again, drift to the left a little bit, wait for him to make that cut, and then you're just going to, again, high point pass it. You want to hold on that left bumper or left L1 button for PlayStation people, and then just throw basically a bullet pass. You don't really want to lob it up. Now, this play can definitely be intercepted if you have a good user, somebody who's kind of, you know, look at that catch right there. You get good animations. But this one I have had dropped more often, not more often than not. This one has been dropped more times than the previous video that I dropped. That one, you catch it like almost all the time. This one, sometimes, you know, your chances of making a crazy catch aren't as high, but I really, ooh, God, that was a crazy animation. The reason I really like this one is because the previous play that I showed you guys, you pretty much have to be like 6 yards or closer. This one, I'm at the 10-yard line for this example, but this play, you can really run it almost 15 yards deep, so it is a true red zone play. Let's go ahead and just run it with the play action again. You're not going to have as much time. I got a really funky animation there, and I pressed the wrong button, but sometimes you won't have as much time. You can cancel the play action and then throw it this way, and we get the animation there. So you can still run it with the play action. I just typically don't. And then one thing that I don't really do often, but you probably still can, is throw it to the circle receiver. You might so want to just bullet pass it if he's wide open, but if it is kind of heavy traffic, you can throw that high point throw as well. Now, he doesn't have as good spectacular catch and catch and traffic ratings as Julio. That's why I recommend getting yourself somebody with those types of abilities so you can get crazy catch animations like that. So we'll run it one more time, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at what this thing looks like against real life opponents. So you see, we're setting up the play here, motioning that tight end to the left side, then putting him on his streak. Very important that you don't do it until he's set after the motion, because he won't run a true streak if you don't. But he's all a distraction. We're not throwing his way. We're looking at our X receiver, throwing that high point bullet pass, and just throwing it right as he breaks on that inward post route. Don't worry if there's traffic in the end zone. As long as you have a good catch in traffic and a good spectacular catch wide receiver, he's going to get those animations, come down with the football, and give you easy touchdowns in the red zone.